There's a snowstorm going on outside.
Really?
Yeah, it's not fun.
Oh boy.
Can't imagine that, but I hope you stay warm.
Welcome to Chicago, bitch.
Stay warm, bitch. Hi everyone, we're the Emperor Smile podcast here to brighten your day. This is Amie, aka Wi-Fi Daily.
This is Cali, aka dailyjiangcheng.
And this is Ruki, aka Bluetooth Daily.
Today's topic is someone had asked that some of you mentioned going to meetups on the cosplay question, but do you have any convention experience? If not, would you like to attend one?
For those of you who don't remember, we talked a little bit about cosplay in, what was it, like episode 2 or 3? It was pretty early on.
Maybe, more or less.
So.
Yeah.
That was a while ago, but we all have a little bit of experience cosplaying, some more than the others, and I think that's the same for convention.
Yeah.
I actually met Ruki at a convention.
Wow. I didn't know that.
You didn't?
No.
I swear I tell the story to everyone.
Well, I didn't hear it, apparently.
Okay, I can tell the story.
It's funny because actually we already knew that we were going to meet up in person because we were going to go to the same university, but we ended up meeting in real life beforehand. So
incredible.
Yeah, it was the summer right before we started university, and we were just like, oh, hey, I guess we're gonna meet each other at school. And then I asked if Ruki was gonna go to Anime Expo, and they were like, yeah. And so we were just like, hey, we can meet up at the KHR meetup there, which was on Saturday. But turns out that while I was roaming the artist alley on Friday, Ruki saw my cosplay from afar. I had this big trident, this big prop. If you know KHR, Katekyo Hitman Reborn, the series, I was cosplaying as Chrome, so I had this big weapon.
Spear.
And I guess she just saw me from afar and knew that was my stuff, and so she just raced towards me and was like, Amie? And I was like, what? Because I was half blind because I had an eye patch on. And so I whirled around the 360 before I saw that it was Ruki, and I was like, it took me a minute because I had seen Ruki once before in a picture. Only once.
You were just like, who the fuck is this?
And that's all I had to base off of. And so I was like, okay, there are very few people who call me Amie, and this is a stranger. Is this Ruki? And I got so excited, and so we ended up spending the whole day together after that. I broke off from my other friends.
Me too. I broke off.
So I just told my siblings to go away, and we just hung out, and then the whole weekend we spent together, basically.
Wow.
It was funny.
So yes, we have some convention experience.
It was funny because I saw a Chrome, and I was like, wait, I literally did a double take even though you didn't get to see it, but I did, and I was like, it's that Amie? And then I walked closer, and I was like, it is Amie.
Yeah, that was the blessed time when the artist alley wasn't so crowded.
Yeah. One of the rare times.
It's bad at AX now, bro. But
oh yeah, it's like a fucking it's like a goddamn jungle in there.
Yeah.
From what I've heard.
I wish I went last year though, because they had the MXPX
Yeah.
The Gathering thing. The 1 year I decided not to go.
Seriously though.
They had something cool.
They had a cool event.
Meanwhile, I have no convention experience. I have never once been to a convention. It's always been a dream of mine to go, but I've never been able to because I have no one to go with, and I don't have the confidence to cosplay.
Aw, beans, dude. You should come to AX, and then we can just chillax.
I mean, I only went to AX a few times, but it was only one time that I actually cosplayed, and even then it was just a casual cosplay, and I not casual, borrowed cosplay from Amy's. So I mean,
if I were to go to a convention, I would really want to cosplay, and I feel like I would have the confidence to cosplay.
I feel like the experience isn't complete if you don't cosplay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it's not complete if you don't cosplay, but because again, I had no one to go with, and I didn't have that much money, I could never go to a convention. And then whenever I brought it up with my parents, they're just like, what the fuck is that? And I'm like, never mind.
Is there one nearby you in Chicago?
There's a convention in Chicago that's nearby in Melrose, but I don't remember what it's called.
All right, time to go to Melrose.
I don't remember what it's called, but it's a big convention that people know about. I don't remember its name. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, please tell me. I don't remember. It's been a while.
If anyone is in the area and can go with Cali, let us know.
No! Amie, I don't want to go with strangers.
Valid.
I would like to say, I think I'm probably the most experienced in conventions in general.
Yeah.
I've been to the most. I went to not only Anime Expo, but like smaller cons like Anime Kanji, which is in San Diego, and San Diego Comic Con too.
ALA.
Dang.
I've never been to ALA, surprisingly.
Oh.
I've always wanted to go because I heard it was like similar to AX, but smaller, and so something I would like better. Same convention center, so I wouldn't get lost as easily. Every year without fail, I get lost AX, but
F.
Oh, I remember when I got lost at my first AX, like alone, and I almost cried.
oh no.
Anyway.
I have 2 years of experience tabling at a smaller local convention. It was like, I think the Art and Cosplay Expo in my hometown. It was a very small convention. It was just like one room, one day. But it was fun. And I definitely like the experience of tabling a lot. And I would like to do it more, but I get so intimidated by those, like, you know, when all the artists are signing up at the same time and some people get on wait lists, I get so scared of that stuff. And so I've never tried to sign up for a bigger thing, or in general, I'm pretty lazy when it comes to making merch. But I do like tabling at conventions. I actually kind of enjoy that a little bit more than just walking around as like a cosplayer.
It's because you're rooted to one spot, and sometimes when you stay in one spot, you get to see the most wildest shit.
Yeah, and you get to meet some really fun people. I got to, like, the one time I did it, I met this, like, really nice furry. It sounds a little weird, but he was super nice, and he gave me a hug. And furry costumes are really fun to have. So.
It's because they're fluffy, isn't it?
They're fluffy, and they're funny. And they did, like, squeaking noises at me. It was cute.
Like, fursuits are just some of the highest quality. Like, damn, props to the furries, bro.
Plus, the bro was like, he gave me a really good ref of his art to draw and, like, let me take a picture of it. And then he also let me take a picture of him so that I have that ref. And then he also gave me a tip afterwards. And I was like, this guy's such a bro. He was really cool. There was, my university, our university, me and Rukis, they had a con just last year, a school con, I guess. They had a club, a brand new club that organized an anime convention, and it was actually wildly successful.
Dang.
Yeah, like the staff was on top of it. Everyone I talked to thought it was super well organized. It utilized the space well. They got some really nice performers who were also students, and the artist alley was small but controlled. I mean, there was an issue where someone got dehydrated, but after that, they were making sure that they were constantly passing out water, and they responded immediately. So it was a really good experience. Like, surprisingly, a school con was the best con I've ever been to. It was, you know, just a couple hours, but it was pretty fun. And my club's table was placed right at the door, so we got all the customers.
Nice.
And that was also the most money I'd ever made at tabling at a con, surprisingly.
Nice.
I actually did not go. So
I mean, if they're doing it again this year, I would absolutely recommend dropping by. You can check out a whole con like that in 20 minutes and then leave.
I'll be there in one business day.
Man, wish I could cosplay. Anyways.
Same!
Let's get cosplays!
I want to be Jung so bad.
Donate to our fund to buy us cosplays, and then we'll make a cute little video for y'all.
No.
I'll edit it and everything.
No.
Help fund at our GoFundMe.com/big booty bitches.
I'll need cosplay makeup. I'll need a lot.
Let's go to the audience questions.
Okie doke. Okay.
So we're back on with the character versus character questions, the team questions. We got this a while ago, but then I guess I never noticed it, or I forgot. So
shake my head.
Shakes my head.
This team question is, sorry if I butcher these names. Madam Yu versus Madam Jin.
Yes.
Yuzu Yuan versus Madam Jin. Let's fight. Let's go.
So putting Madam Yu's incredibly bad behavior aside, she's a bad bitch.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
She's
Are we on team who's a better mom or team who do you want to work under again?
I guess who you want to work on, because Madam Jin is ultimately a better mom than Madam Yu.
Yeah,
Yeah, decidedly.
definitely.
Decidedly, she is a better mom than Madam Yu. That is 100% for fucking sure, because she was still there for her son. That's it.
Well, that's the end of that part of that question. All right, who
Yep.
do you want
Yeah.
to work under?
Madam Yu, actually, because I don't trust the Jins, especially during that era.
Yeah, but it's also if you're working under them like Jinju and Yinju, then who do you want to work under? Like, you don't have to listen to Jin Guangshan or anything.
Oh,
You're just like kind of like their maid servants or something.
Only answering to your lady.
I still want to be with Madam Yu, because I just don't like nothing to Madam. I forgot her name for like 5
Jin?
seconds. Nothing against Madam Jin, but like I don't want to be. I'm pretty sure working with her is fine, but I just don't want to deal with like her talking shit or the constant drama of her husband constantly cheating on her. I don't have the mental capacity to constantly be listening to that over and over and over again.
That would be like working under Hera.
You're right. And to be honest, like there was that one moment where Madam Jin was like very like leery towards Wei Wuxian, and I was just like,
Yeah,
no.
that's true.
Yeah.
The implications.
Yeah, the implications of that, and that like she actually like believed those rumors or like had suspicions that they were true. I was just like,
I mean, Madam Yu isn't really any better when it comes to that.
true.
Yeah.
They're both not good when it comes to Wei Wuxian.
Yeah. They're really not, but I think I also agree. I would also work under Madam Yu, because even though it seems like she's harsh and she is a cold-hearted bitch sometimes, she is
Yeah.
still like sect leader worthy, I think. Like, she is still capable of taking care of the Jiang sect by herself.
Like it's very evident that she cares about the sect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she cares about the sect and her people and her family. She's like she cares about it, but she just has a bad way of showing she cares.
Yeah, I mean, she, like Zhang Cheng, is kind of emotionally constipated a little bit. But, I mean, even though she was bad to Wei Wuxian, she still wouldn't stand for the Wen sect trying to abuse him. Like, she was like, okay, this is my person. Leave him alone. I will take care of this. But that moment where she kind of like, hey, that's my family. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Was just like, at that moment, I was just like, Madam Yu, I love you.
You're a shitty mom, but that was cool.
It was cool.
Like you're emotionally constipated and you pass that on to maybe both your children, but mostly your son. You're kind of cool.
Yeah, I think I would also prefer working under Madam Yu.
Like no tea, no shade to Madam Jin.
Hold on. Be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
And then there's Chunky. He's dead.
What?
He's dead. Chunky is dead. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Play it.
And then there's Chunky. He's dead. Chunky's dead.
Chunky's dead.
What? I am back.
Welcome back. I was remembering.
So it turns out I was hearing lots of loud yelling and stuff from outside, so that's why I got really concerned, and so that's what I was checking on. And it turns out it wasn't anything, because it was just my mom fucking shit-faced drunk.
Wow. Why?
They went wine tasting, and you're supposed to spit out the wine, but I guess she drank it.
You're supposed to spit out the wine when you go wine tasting?
Yeah, I don't know why. You're supposed to spit it out.
I thought you were supposed to drink it.
No, you're just tasting it.
That's bullshit.
I know, right?
Me and your mom had the same idea then.
I mean, like, what are you gonna do with the spit back out wine? Like, you know, like.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I've never seen my mom drunk or heard it, and so I was worried something happened.
Nah, she's just having a time.
And I walked out my room, and my dad's like, "You want to see your mom drunk?" And I was like, "Excuse me." And she was just yelling on the bed, just like, "My head is spinning."
Press F to pay respects.
Wei Shin, you want to see your father drunk?
your dad drunk?
Well, that was an experience a little bit. Sorry, where were we? Should we move on to the next question? It's unanimous. We'd all like to work under Madam U.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one, Anon asked, please tell us your favorite woman love woman ships in any or all of MXTX's works. Again, I only really know Modazushi really well.
There's not a lot of women.
there's not a lot of women.
There's not a lot of
At least they're not limiting it to alive women.
That's true.
That's true.
I'm partial to Wenqing and Mian Mian.
Yanli.
Yeah.
Oh man. Because there's lots of Wenqing and Yanli fanfics out there, just so you know.
Yeah.
I know that, but
Yan Yan too.
I just see Yanli with Jin Sichuan. They're happy together, and I think that's valid.
Yeah.
But I do.
Wenqing and Yan Yan.
Wenqing is definitely a lesbian,
Yes.
and the matter is finding a girlfriend. Now, I also know Mian Mian is married by the end and has a child. That doesn't matter to me.
just take that as a picture and put it with Wenqing. Boom. Lesbians.
Mian Mian still have her happy ending with Wenqing, just saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Wenqing is also not technically a cultivator, so she'll fit right into that role, you know?
And they can adopt a child.
I like them. I mean, they've never met, obviously, but I like when some fanfics put them together just because they do have like personalities that would mesh together well. They're both kind of badasses, stand up for what is right and all that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think they would be a good pair.
Not a favorite or anything, but just like woman love woman ship, Madam U and Madam Jin.
There you go.
Solidary. Fuck the men, only us.
Let's connect it all back together.
Our useless husband solidarity.
It's what she deserves.
Why be straight when I can just be gay?
She'd probably be treated better that way.
Honestly, though.
Oh, another ship I like to entertain. Not something I necessarily ship, but Madam U having a crush on
Yeah.
Sangsei Sanrin.
Oh,
Yeah, I was literally just about to say that. I'm like, yeah.
Have you heard Sangsei Sanrin? Because damn, I have a crush on her too.
She's so.
I always love that headcanon that Jung Feng Min and then had a crush on Wei.
Changza?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that.
And Madam You always had a crush on Kang. I always like that headcanon. So it's just nice to me.
Sangsei Sanrin is so beautiful. I would also fall in love with her if I was Madam U. I fell in love with her as Amie, too. So
I am in lesbians with you.
I mentioned it on another episode, but I do like Baoshin Sanren with Lan Yi. I want to know more about that relationship. I never considered it before Chen Qingling, but now Chen Qingling presented that as an opportunity. And I
just
was
like,
like,
hello.
hell yeah. Let us know more about these ancient lesbians.
In the case of TGCF,
Oh, I was gonna say, like, well, I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
sure
isn't like Beef Leaf also?
yeah.
yeah, Beef Leaf when they're in their women form.
Yeah, sometimes a woman.
Sometimes.
Sometimes they're lesbians, sometimes they're straight, and sometimes they're gay. The whole spectrum.
Hell yeah,
Yep.
we love representation.
I don't think there's another female to pair Ling Wen with.
Ling Wen, X a break.
Yeah.
She just needs a vacation.
I didn't know breaks were female.
They are now.
And I know there's like those certain characters from Scum Villain, but I don't remember their names. So
I was thinking like I've seen people ship that one demon girl that's a part of Bingay's harem, and then that one teacher lady.
What?
I don't know, like
I remember that
teacher
there's one with the Sha something, like the demon lady.
Xiao Paoling? No, Xiao
No.
Paoling?
That's Priest's novel.
Oh, shoot, wait. No, I've something. Sorry, I've mixed it up terribly.
we have no idea. We don't go here, all right?
The
We
one
don't.
with the red.
Sha Po Long or whatever is priest novel. Yeah, Sha something is that one demon female character.
Yeah, that's what I was fucking saying.
But then I think with Liu Qingde's sister,
Yeah, Liu
Ming
Ming
Yan.
That's what I was fucking talking about.
She
You
was a
said
teacher?
and I
Yeah,
was like, huh?
I was also
I
confused at
thought she
teacher.
was a teacher.
She wasn't. She was just really pretty. She was a fanfic writer.
You a part of the harem?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, then her. I thought she was a teacher.
I wonder where you got that.
I don't fucking know. It's been a while since I've read Scum Villain, and even then, I like read it all in one night.
Wait, I wasn't too far off. It was Sha Hualing, not Hualing.
Hualian. Just kidding.
Sha Hualian. No, she is not embodiment of Hualian.
No.
Wait, what was the question? Oh yeah, that's enough. Okay, that's enough of the women loves women. We love all kind of women. Let's move on.
Yeah, okay.
We love women and Nie Huaisang.
We love women.
I would like to say right now, history has been made. Nie Huaisang has joined the Daily Fam, and so we spent maybe 15 minutes just screaming about it, most of which has probably been cut out. So now let's move on to the mindfulness moment, but let's take a water break first because I think we all need it.
Both as Muse and as Mun, I am collectively losing my shit.
Huaisang is so good.
You don't understand how long I've wanted a Huaisang.
I have understood this. I've understood this well.
Can we just do I feel like I need to cry into a pillow.
Wait, what did you say? Do you need to mute?
I'm probably gonna mute.
Ruki, are you gonna be good to do this?
Yes. One mindful moment goes a long way. Today I bring you another mindful poem, and this poem is called HOKUSAI SAYS and is by Roger Keyes. HOKUSAI says, look carefully. He says, pay attention, notice. He says, keep looking, stay curious. He says there's no end to seeing. He says, look forward to getting old. He says, keep changing. You just get more who you really are. He says, get stuck, accept it, repeat yourself as long as it is interesting. He says, keep doing what you love. He says, keep praying. He says, every one of us is a child. Every one of us is ancient. Every one of us has a body. He says, every one of us is frightened. He says, every one of us has to find a way to live with fear. He says, everything is alive. Shells, buildings, people, fish, mountains, trees, wood is alive. Water is alive. Everything has its own life. Everything lives inside us. He says, live with the world inside you. He says it doesn't matter if you draw or write books. It doesn't matter if you saw wood or catch fish. It doesn't matter if you sit at home and stare at the ants on your veranda or the shadows of the trees and grasses in your garden. It matters that you care. It matters that you feel. It matters that you notice. It matters that life lives through you. Contentment is life living through you. Joy is life living through you. Satisfaction and strength is life living through you. He says, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Love, feel, let life take you by the hand. Let life live through you. And that was HOKUSAI Says.
Thank you.
Yay! That's a good poem.
Yay.
HOKUSAI is one of my favorite artists. All right, thank you so much for joining us for Emperor Smile, episode 11. If you have any questions, you can send them to any of our curious cats. Please do.
Also
Topics, questions,
Yes.
prompts, anything. Send them to our curious cat. Again, they're at Curious Cat Wi-Fi Daily, Bluetooth Daily, and dailyjiangcheng. They are also linked in the video description below. Thank you for sharing a laugh with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, now we can lose our shit.